What up YouTube, Doomnyc here with another deck profile. This one is going to be Machina deck that you guys have been asking for. A lot of people have been messaging me about Machinas, and this one person also asked me to make a Machina deck without gadgets, and actually that's exactly what deck I'm going to start playing with now is Machina Salvo. I think it's better than gadgets. I think even though gadgets +1 all day, I think that Machina Salvo has just as many pluses, and it nets you better monsters, and you get to synchro, which is like way better. So let's start it off. First off, you got the three gear frames. This car is really broken. You know its effect. If you can use him as one of the tributes to bring himself on the field. So better explanation. If you got these two cards in your hand, you want to special summon this. You can choose to special summon this by ditching himself and this to bring him on the field. Now you tell me if that's not broken, but that's how it works. So yep, you run 3 of those. You got 3 Machina gear frame. This is for getting your Machina stuff, so this is +1ing from the deck. Really good 1800 beater. Gotta run that at 3. And then you got 2 Machina Force with gear frame. If you already have your fortresses and stuff, you might want to get this from the deck. And this is really good. You don't have to throw 2 monsters away. You can just throw this alone and you get your fortress on the field. It's really good. So that's your Machina engine. Now we go to the Salvo engine. We got 3 Black Salvos. Black Salvo's really good. You guys know, you summon him, you bring a level 4 Dark from the grave to the field, and then you can blow up the field with Black Rose, or you can do a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna show you guys what you can do with that guy. 3 decoy cheese, obvious. If you're running Black Salvo, this is a must. Face down, they attack it, or they don't attack it, and you flip it. You get a +1 from your deck, and you know, when he goes to the grave, you bring him back with Salvo, get a level 7. Really good. And 3 Cyber Dragon. You don't have to run 3 Cyber Dragon, but I like 3. You can run this at 2. You definitely gotta run 2. I like it because it baits out the Bottomless and the Book of Moons, stuff like that, without using your summon. So it works really good. I like this guy a lot. 2 Doomnyc Neutrons. Some people might be like, what? No, Doomnyc Neutron is really good. Finally found a great deck for this guy to be in. 1800 beater. He's a light, and he's a +1 at the end phase. So it's a really good card to get first turn, because first turn you play this, you set your back rows, you end your turn, and then you grab a Salvo from your deck at the end of the turn. So that's a really good +1. Obviously you don't want to run 3 of these because you're only running 3 machine tuners, but 2 is really good, and it's never dead because it's still a beater at 1800. 2 breakers. Again, another beater, and with a great effect, destroys one of the back row, but his main purpose really is to bait out the Solemn Warnings, the Bottomlesses, the Tarantulas. This guy baits that stuff out every single time he's played. That's why everybody's running this, maining it or siding it. Either one, play this guy. Breaker right now is number 1. Anagale, another tuner, half attack. So if they got a big monster on the field, a big boss monster, you can half attack it, and then you can sync with this and pretty much a lot of things in the deck. You know, if you sync with Breaker, you can get your Arcanites, or you can choose to get Armor Master. Lots of different combos with him. So it's so good. Spells. Limiter. You're running machines, you gotta run limiter. You know, OTK potential. You can swarm the field really good in this deck. Pot of Avarice. Stuff goes to the grave really fast, so you can get all your stuff back really quick. 2 Book of Moons. Really good. Probably the second best spell card this format, besides Pot of Duality, and stops synchroing, stops attacking monsters. Just too many uses. Dark Hole, obvious staples, Monster Reborn, and then your back row hate. your MSTs, your True Nade, and Cold Wave. And Cold Wave, this is like a really good deck to use Cold Wave in, because you have a lot of big plays, especially with your Breaker and you know, your Gale or your Black Salvo plays. It's really good. Cold Wave is excellent in the deck. Now we go on to the traps. We got the 2 bottomless, obvious 2 deep prisons, really good. You know, this is gonna be really good for a long time. Torrential, your Mirror Force, your Solemn, Starlight Road. Starlight Road is excellent this format. It stops your opponent's Icarus attack. It stops their Dark Hole. It stops Torrential. It stops Mirror Force. Too many things to name. Starlight Road is really good right now. And your MVP trap card, Royal Oppression. Gotta run Royal Oppression. It's just too good not to, and it's at 1 right now, so you gotta make use of it. Okay, side deck. Side deck's very important. You got 1 effect Veiler. What can I say right now? It's like, you know, something that everybody has in their main or side deck. You gotta run this. Get 1. It's really good. 2 Thunder King. Thunder King stops everything. Pot of Duality. Thunder King owns Pot of Duality. He basically, with him on the field, they can't play that card, so that's really good. Then you got Trip Battle Fader. Trip Battle Fader is so good. You have Battle Fader, they attack, Battle Fader, boom. Next play, you salvo, you get the Koichi, you got a level 8, and then you got all darks, so you can get dark in. It's really good. And then if you're gonna put in Battle Fader, put in 2 Caius, Chaos Sorcerer, and Plague. This all goes in at the same time. Basically, I can turn this deck into like a strict dark deck by taking out like the lights. It's like really big. Chaos Sorcerer is really big with the light and darks. Plague, if you're running these 3, you might as well put the Plague in so you can get level 8s really fast. It's a really good play. Those are the monsters. Spells, Mind, so many different tuners in this deck. Mind is really good. It's 2 system downs for the mirror match and 2 Mask of Restrict, because Monarchs can give this deck a little bit of trouble. So yeah, that is the side deck. Extra deck, extra. Ally of Justice Catasta. It's kind of difficult to get a level 5 tuner in this deck, but it's possible if you Monster Reborn, like a low level monster of theirs, and you can get Ally of Justice Catasta. Goyo, Bryonic, so obvious level 6s. The level 7s are huge. Armor Master, 2 Black Rose, 2 Arcanite, and a Scrap Archfiend. Look at this. 6 level 7s. Armor Master because you're running Gale, 2 Black Rose to blow up the field, 2 Arcanites for the 2 Breakers, and Scrap Archfiend in case you want a big beater instead of blowing up the field. It's really good. You got 2 Chimera Tech. You could run this at 3. I personally have never brought out 3 Chimera Techs in one match, so I figured why waste a slot by you having 3 of these. Just play 2. 2 is perfect. Colossal, big monster. This guy saves your butt a lot. You gotta use Colossal. He's too good. 2 Stardust Dragon. Yeah, you can see it better like this. These are the 2 Ghost Rays. Stardust, obviously playing Starlight Road, and you want to sync for that as soon as possible. And Dark End. Everybody get your copy of Dark End Dragon. Dark End is broken. He's too good. Make sure you get this. Alright, so guys, that was the Machina Salvo deck. I hope you guys liked it. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. I hope this deck helps you guys out. All the guys who PM'd me about Machinas. Yeah, leave comments in the description below, right down there. And until next time, YouTube, peace.